Hi, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Mindful Movement for the Yoga Lifestyle community. My name is Kathleen Carney. Oops, touch the mic. I am a certified nutrition specialist, a health coach, a yoga teacher, and a theta healer. And I do this class live every Thursday morning at 7:30 for the yoga lifestyle community. If you're interested in joining the community, please reach out. We would love to have you be a part of it and have you gain access to a bunch of different classes from beginner to advanced to meditation to sound to different challenges and modules and workshops that we've got so much good stuff in here. But this morning, we are going to center ourselves, calm down our nervous system, set an intention, and move our bodies a little bit to get started for our day. Or if you're watching this recording, taking a break or winding down, whatever you need this time for. I've been starting our mindful movement with my tarot cards. And this morning, I thought I would start with my spirit animal cards. These are really cool cards. They help us connect to animals and set an intention for today. And I just think that they're fun. I will pick a card, I will show it to you, and then we'll get situated and start our mindfulness this morning. So the animal that I pulled for today is the earthworm. So we're going to read a little bit about the earthworm. This is a little guidebook that tells you some information about the card that you pulled and how you can use it for your day. So bear with me. These pages are very tiny. And so sometimes it takes me a hot second to find the card. All right. So I have the card. Before we get into it, if you are not already in a comfy, cozy seat, get there. You can sit crisscross, or your legs can be out in front of you, or you can be sitting against a wall. Hands can come down onto your knees, or they can be by your side, depending on how you're sitting. If you need to receive some energy this morning, you can place your palms up. If you're looking for some grounding, you can place your palms down. And then your eyes can be closed or your gaze can be soft to the floor. Doesn't really matter, just as long as you're minimizing distractions and that you can be present and focus and hear what I'm saying to you. So take a moment to feel the ground underneath your sits bones, to find your breath again, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take another deep inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. Phew, excuse me. And as you're ready, continue to follow your breathing, and let's hear about the earthworm. The earthworm is shy and hesitant and might be reluctant to share their inner vision. We have all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember they once felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time, and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it a beginner's mind offers the most valuable insights. When in balance, the earthworm is earnest, intelligent, and valuable. When out of balance, the earthworm is self-conscious and apprehensive. To help bring your earthworm back to balance, you must speak up and risk embarrassment. What a good card to pull. I definitely resonate with this. Um, as I'm continuously learning new skills. You see my sound bowls back here. I'm learning how to play sound bowls and learning how to run new tests in my business. And sometimes I definitely can feel like a newbie or a novice. And so this was a really lovely reminder for me. I'd love for you to take a moment to think about how this card relates to you. Is there an area of your life that you're just starting to explore, that you're feeling like a newbie at? It could be work, it could be in your relationships, it could be trying a new club or meeting new friends or volunteering at a new organization. And I really love the part where it says, don't be intimidated or lose hope, because I think that this really applies to anybody. We can be intimidated in so many different ways in our life, whether that be with our friends, our bosses, our coworkers, our family members, strangers, acquaintances. And sometimes it can feel like we're doing the same thing every day when we're trying our best. And sometimes the needle isn't being moved, isn't moving. So this is your reminder not to be intimidated and don't lose hope, and to keep going. And I love how our intention for the day can be to speak up and maybe even risk embarrassment, do something that takes you out of your comfort zone, say the thing that you've been wanting to say to whoever at work, in your relationships, in your community, if there's something that you've been wanting to share in your business, whatever it is, speak up and risk embarrassment. And I think with that, risk failure, because as one of my podcast guests, Carly, said, and she was quoting somebody else, so this quote is just going down the line, you either win or you learn. So if you fail, you either win or you've learned something. And that's beautiful. So now that I've rambled a little bit, take a moment to just solidify that intention that you want to call forward. Maybe you want to speak up in a situation. Maybe you want to continue to have hope. Maybe you will be brave and not be intimidated. And now that that intention is solidified, I want you to bring your attention to your throat chakra. This is where our voice is. This is where we can speak up. And so I just wanted you to take a moment to just be here, focusing on the throat chakra, breathing in and out through the mouth, and just sending light and love to this area of your body. You might imagine the color of your throat chakra. You might see it as a big ball of light. But just focus all of your energy to this space and say whatever intention that you set, solidify it. I speak up. I share my thoughts and beliefs. I enter rooms with confidence. I trust myself. I honor my knowledge, my skills, and my intuition. I'm eager to share my gifts with my community. Whatever intentions are coming up for you in this space, say them in your mind's eye or out loud a few more times. Thank you. Ooh, take a deep breath. Maybe move your neck from side to side. Wiggle it out a little bit. And then we're just going to do a quick breathing exercise that is going to allow us to make some noise to continue to open up this throat chakra. So what you're going to do, it's called a lion's breath. You may have done it in a class before. The first time I ever did it was if you go to Black Swan, Austin's class, and it felt very silly to do it in a class full of people, but it was also very cathartic. So I really encourage you to do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a deep breath through your nose, filling up from your belly and then your lungs. So let's do that together. And on your exhale, you're going to open your mouth wide, stick out your tongue, and go, ah. Letting sound come out of your mouth. Let's do that again. Inhale, fill up your belly, fill up your lungs, let your chest expand, and then let it go. Lion's breath. Ah. 2 more just like that. Inhale, fill up belly, fill up lungs, feel the chest expand, and then let it out. I probably look ridiculous, but I'm recording myself. You're not. So let it happen. Last time together. Woo. So now that we're feeling a little bit more open, a little bit more alive, we've done a little breath work, calm down the nervous system, get into some movement. Bring your left hand to your right knee, bring your right hand behind your low back, open up towards the wall in front of you or the wall behind you. Find your zone in your neck, in your low back that feels like a good stretch, and then take 2 breaths here. Nice. Return to center and then bring your right hand to your left knee, left hand behind your back. You can look straight ahead or turn your gaze to the wall behind you. 2 breaths here. Breathe into your zone. Oh, nice. Come back to center. Ooh, shake out the shoulders, maybe roll them back, roll them forwards, give a little shimmy. And then let's take a few seated cat-cows. Inhale, seated cow, send your gaze to the ceiling, drop your shoulders back. Oh, I needed this. Seated cat, press your hand into your knees, tuck your chin into your chest, dome through your spine. Seated cow. Seated cat. 2 more rounds just like that. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Oh, nice job, y'all. I am going to turn to face this way on my mat. You might have already been facing this way. But let your legs go long. And then use your hands as guides behind your hips to lower all the way down onto your back. Take a transitional breath here. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And then hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe give your low back a little massage by rocking from side to side. This always feels so good to me in the morning. When your low back feels a little bit warmed up, start to rock and roll forwards and backwards, massaging your spine this time, rolling the length of your mat, coming into a tabletop pose. In tabletop, bring your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Send the crown of your head to the wall in front of you and gaze between your hands, trying to elongate the spine, keeping a flat back. Child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Send your knees the width of the mat. Sink your hips down and back. Arms can stretch out long in front of you. Forehead can rest on your mat. 3 breaths here. Take your right hand to the sky and then thread your right arm underneath the left. Come onto your right ear, staying in your child's pose. 2 rounds of breath here. Nice, y'all. Send that arm back out in front of you, and let's take that on the other side. Bring your left arm out. Thread the needle under the right side onto your left ear. 2 rounds of breath here. Bring that left arm back out in front of you. 1 more breath. Child's pose. Before you come into a neutral tabletop. Fire hydrant. Send your right knee out to the side. Take a few hip circles, rotating your right knee forwards and backwards. Might embrace a little cracks or popping. Nice. And then as you're ready, send the right knee back out to the side. Plant your right foot to the outside of your mat. So it should look like that. So stay in your tabletop. Nice. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Plant your left hand down by your side. Reach your right fingertips over to the wall in front. 1 more breath. Ooh, on your inhale, rise back up. Counter stretch. Bring your right hand down your right leg. Reach your left fingertips to the wall behind you. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, put your hands down on the mat. Funky child's pose. Send your hips down and back. Nice. Come back to center. Return to your tabletop. Gonna move my little cog. And then let's take fire hydrant on the left. Send your left knee out to the side and then take those same hip circles, rotating forwards and backwards. Send your left foot out to the side. And then on your inhale, rise up, arm sweep up overhead. Put your right hand down by your side. Reach your left fingertips over to the wall behind you. On your inhale, come back up, counter stretch. Left hand comes down your left leg. On your left calf, your left ankle. Right fingertips reach to the wall in front of you. On your inhale, come back up. Exhale, put your hands down on the mat. Funky child's pose. Send your hips down and back. Nice, y'all. Come back to that funky tabletop and then bring your left knee under the right. Take 2 rounds of cat cow. Inhale to drop your belly. Exhale to dome through the spine. Come back to a neutral tabletop. Inhale, sweep your right arm to the sky. Unscrew a light bulb. Rotate your right wrist. Thread your needle. Send your right arm underneath the left. Come onto your right shoulder, your right ear. Maybe you take the half bind by bringing your left hand to your low back. Maybe you take a little balance challenge, starting to balance on your right shoulder, your right ear. Press through your right arm, lift the left leg to the sky. Engage your core. Nice. Start to bring that left knee back down onto the mat, left arm back down onto the mat. Sweep your right arm to the sky. And close out with a few arm circles, going forward and going backwards. Nice. Let's take that on the other side. Inhale, sweep your left arm to the sky. Start to screw in that light bulb. Rotate the left wrist. And then thread your needle. Bring your left arm underneath the right. Maybe you take the half bind. Maybe you start to lift the right leg up off the mat, grounding in your right shoulder, your right ear, pressing through your left hand, left arm. Engage the core. Ooh, nice. Bring the right knee back down on the mat, right arm back down on the mat. Sweep the left arm to the sky and close out. A few arm circles going forward and back. Oh, ooh, maybe rock your hips, take a few hip circles, get them activated this morning. And then cross your legs, come back to an easy seat. I'm going to face you all again, but feel free to face whatever direction on your mat. And then sit with whichever ankle out in front of you that you did not have before. So when I started the video, I had my right ankle out in front. So now I'm going to sit with my left ankle out in front. Switch it up, bring some balance to your body. And we're just going to close out our time together. Place your hands back onto your knees, palms up to receive, palms down to ground, maybe one of each. Eyes closed or gaze softens to the floor. Return to your breath. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Continue with that breath while I explain this last breath that we're going to do together. We're going to close out doing a VU breath. What that is you'll breathe in through your nose, filling up your belly, your lungs. And then when you exhale, you'll go VU. And you should feel the vibration as you say it. Let's try this together. Inhale, fill up belly, lungs. Exhale, woo. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, fill up belly, lungs. Exhale, woo. Last breath for our throat chakra. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, woo. Ooh. Return to your normal breath, breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your mouth. Thank you so much for joining me in practice this morning. It is my honor to guide you through this mindfulness, this flow. I'm grateful to share this space with each and every one of you. This is your reminder to use your voice, to speak up, to enter every room with confidence, and to always continue to have hope that you are on the right path and that things are going to work out as they're supposed to. We bow and say, Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody. Really appreciate you. Again, my name is Kathleen. This is Mindful Movement for the Yoga Lifestyle community. Would love to have you join the community if you are not already. If you are in the community, would love to have you join these live on Thursday mornings at 7:30 a.m. Central Time, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much. Have a great day.